responsibility falls upon the individual person taking place and using that facility. And we just wanted to make sure that you guys understood that. I'm going to turn it over to the Commissioner and allow her to address you guys very quickly at a few of her points as well, too.
Hello, hi. My name is Sanchez. I am the Commissioner DCR, and I want to thank the State Police for all that they do for us, and I am here to support the safety message that they're sending out. With all our 450,000 acres, we have a lot of waterfronts, we have islands, we have pools, a lot of water safety that we try to impress on our constituents. And so, again, I'm just here to support the State Police and asking that all of you observe all the safety precautions at our parks and our beaches and our pools. Please make sure that there's people that there's lifeguards in the pools, and for boating, the same thing. Really just want to re-emphasize as well that we are hoping we're there to help, but we expect families to kind of watch themselves because we can't be there for everyone. So when you're there, please have a safe time, but watch especially the children. Thank you so much.
Jon Gosselin, I'm Sergeant with the State Police Marine Unit. Just like to reiterate what Trooper Josti and Commissioner Sanchez said. We would like everyone to enjoy the summer, enjoy the boating season, enjoy the beaches, but to do so carefully. Make sure you pay attention to the applicable boating laws. Make sure you have life jackets, also known as personal flotation devices, readily accessible so that in the event of an emergency, you can save yourself. We encourage people to be careful out there. Use common sense. Don't drink and boat. Maintain a sober operator if there's some drinking going on the boat. Overall, have a good time. We want to interact in a positive way with the folks out there. Thank you.
I assume one of the things also is knowing weather forecasts, and we're coming up to the State Police issue any type of warnings either through the Mass State Police app or
We would not issue, our app would send out any kind of severe weather forecast, but we encourage people to pay attention to the national weather forecast. That's what they need to do when they're underway on a boat. They need to have an idea of what's going on out there with the weather, because weather can change in an instant, and it's much different than being in a car where you could pull over into a safe spot. If you're on the water, you got to be able to get back safely to land.
Question of swimmers and boaters.
I'm sorry?
Swimmers around boaters, or boaters around swimmers.
Right. The question was being extra careful with your boat when there are swimmers in the water. There are distances, 500 feet you got to stay from any beach where anybody's in the water, and obviously you got to be very, very careful getting any close to any swimmers in the water. As we saw recently out at Spectacle Island, the summer already started with a tragic accident in which a young girl was severely injured, and we just hope that that's not going to be a precursor to this summer. We want everyone to be safe and enjoy themselves out there.
On that accident, does the boat captain have a special responsibility to stay on board? Are there any rules and regulations as far as that goes?
That's being investigated by the environmental police, so I'm going to defer any questions to them as far as that goes to the environmental police.
In general, what is a captain's responsibility?
The captain has to be, the captain's in control of the vessel, so he's responsible for the vessel.
One of the tasks that we're tasked with the underwater recovery department is actually doing a lot of recoveries. We're fortunate that we actually be able to do a lot of preventive things to prevent the recoveries, as in teaching water safety programs to not only the local and municipal police departments, but we try to concentrate and understand that even non-swimmers are available to make rescues and attempt rescues. Most often, your drownings are occurring very, very shortly into an area where the person who ended up in the water just was not expecting to be in the water. So the order of rescues at the American Red Cross and a lot of other agencies that are teaching right now is the reach, throw, row, go types of scenarios. And they would be simply as extending an arm, simply extending a pole, throwing an item, something that would float, like a ring buoy, a lifeline. If you're going to be going to a boat, it may seem silly, but yes, wearing a PFD, even if you are a good swimmer, anytime you're down by the water on a vessel, you should be wearing them. We've had incidences where people have fallen off boats, hit their heads. An unconscious person cannot swim. Okay, I've had a number of credentials, obviously dealing with the water, and a lot of experience dealing with the water, and it's one of those things we still maintain doing. We like to inform the public of these types of things as much as we like to remind them during the winter time to stay off the ice. I have a fire chief buddy of mine down in Hanson, and he always says the best ice is really to stay on is the one inside of the DCR rinks. That's the safest ice you can be. Again, safety is paramount. Safety is something that we want all the public to understand. We want to make sure they're aware of what they can do. The buddy system, looking out for younger kids, making pool areas are secure, right on down the list. If you're just going to start a water regimen for swimming, does your doctor okay you for doing that type of exercise? These are all things that can be found online by doing simple water safety searches. Again, we encourage the public before they start doing that to take a little bit of research. If you're new to a home and there's a pool, how do you safeguard that pool? You're making sure the neighbors aren't wandering in there. Those are things that we should all be thinking about and be paramount. I'd invite you guys all down. We're going to do a quick little demonstration on some of the rescues. We don't have anybody in the water. We typically have an intern to help us out today. I do it myself, but I'm the one doing it, so it's kind of hard to do that. If you guys want to get some close-up shots of us doing that, we'll do that. Commissioner, you have anything else?
Yeah, okay.
Sergeant? Good to go?
Good. You want me to throw my suit on? No, I really don't want to.